Good morning, good noon, good afternoon to all the participants of this webinar. My name is Mario Breskovac, and I will give you an introduction to the, I will give you a little bit of a trip to the new revenues and loyal customers for telco banks and third-party companies in the mobile money market. Once upon a time, I will start with a story, a little bit of a story. Not so far in the past, we had a tons of cash. We had some IDs in our wallets, and hopefully we had some cash. With many cards, you cannot get the info about history transactions. You cannot check details about the transactions executed, or you cannot execute the payments online. So basically, the question is, what users expected? What users demanded from such an approach? Users expected a convenient and secure solution to replace that thick physical wallet. By being relaxed when paying in the shops is a key to acceptance, and being relaxed includes simplicity and includes the trust. So from this demand, an idea has been born. So let's put the money on the mobile phone. And it was basically a great idea. It started many times in the past, but it triggers basically a run for a mobile wallet, where banks wanted to reach modern ways of payment and activate additional spending via this new technology, and telcos wanted to avoid becoming a bit pipe. They worked against each other, although many times they have been forced by regulators to work together. It was not really an easy world, and it was not really accepted by the end customer. But other industries didn't sleep in this time. They have been offering different alternatives by different IT companies, by different vendors in the world. It was very confusing for the subscriber, and anyhow, the end subscribers have been paying for the adoption in this market. There have been various technologies existed in the market, and each technology had its own limitations and convenience factor. Failure of such offering have been resulted in basically that we still need to carry the cash with us. We need a physical ID document to identify ourselves still. And we need many times a physical ticket where to identify ourselves for both goods and attending some different occasions. So basically, what was the consequence of such an approach? The consequence of such reality resulted in standalone applications solving only isolated problems, having different logins, having contracts for every service provider who have provided some service to them. Was this really convenient? Was this really secure? And what have been doing service providers? Service providers have provided silo solutions in which everybody was delivering their own services. And burden of investment was spread between different service providers, merchants, and end users. In such case, operation expenditure is extremely high. And business case have really suffered as customer adoption and acceptance was pretty low. But there are some good news in the market, in today's market. Banks started to cooperate with ESPs, with telcos, to offer something together. Some early rollouts showed us that there have been some services and more attractive than the others. So GSMA mobile money deployment tracker showed us that mobile transfer is the killer feature, followed by airtime top-up and bill payment features in mobile money market. Very interestingly, all these features included direct revenue for telco operators as well as many indirect ones. Also, different regions had different killer features and important factors. For Africa and Latin America, still the basic banking functionality is of most importance, and this is mobile money transfer and airtime top-ups. For Europe, we have different issues. The banking partnerships is more important than for the other regions, as people tend to use their existing payment channels on mobile. For Middle East, merchants play the most significant role, as banks are not intended to cooperate and inhabitants are well banked. By offering interesting services via merchants, mobile payment becomes visible in the market. So, basically, if we compare the early launch as a starting step in launching mobile money services with the evolution and the long-term vision of mobile money services, we see different key objectives. In the first objective, the revenue is not that important in the pilot, but surely it is a significant objective in commercial launch. Without the proper revenue, of course, mobile money services will not survive and the business cases will not see the future. Also, customer value proposition is, in this case, not important in the starting phase, but it becomes extremely important, the most important in the end in the commercial launch. Basically, customers must see value in using mobile phone for payment and other mobile money services. Of course, time to market is important, but it is more important in the demo phase, in the early launch, because customers cannot wait months that trial is set up in order to evaluate the market acceptance and acquire the service in the end. Also, on a long term, it is very important to keep the cost and customer ownership low in order not to eat up all the revenues. So, what we have seen in the market is that NFC is on the move, but again, it has been high before, now it is coming once again. But this time market is ready for a new thing. Smartphone acceptance is very high and new populations of people are adopting very fast. Every kid today in elementary school in European Union have a smartphone. Older people are also adopting by learning fast as youngsters push them to do it. We see also different regions. In different regions, there will be different adoption and acceptance of the NFC. We see also that in the past, there have been, in Far East and China, extremely well accepted such a NFC, which will result still in some increase, but not really that much. But in Western Europe, in North America, NFC is the key technology of tomorrow. And there are a lot of trials ongoing. But what we see also is that cooperations between vertical solutions are finally established. Partnerships are built in order to offer something new, to offer the complete solution between different verticals of, in example, energy, airports, transports, cities. So basically, what is that new thing which we all expect? By taking a trip until now, it is maybe not hard to guess what is the next big thing. So I will offer you something, and I hope you will agree with me. If we remember the end user's demands from the beginning, which was basically convenience of and security, the future payment solutions demand all-in-one. It demands remote payment. It demands proximity payment. In some cases, remote payment is the most convenient way of paying, but in the other ways, it is proximity payment in the shop. Also, we have to support all the person-to-person use cases as well as person-to-business use cases, but everything in an optimal way and the most convenient one, as well as secure one. And basically, on top of that, we have to go cross-service. We have to utilize different services on the market to offer one service which is combining different technologies inside, which is combining payment, convenient payment, identity of the subscribers, of the people involved in the whole process, and also to offer that something as an add-on, and this is a bonus program which is empowering the payments functionality. So basically what we have to offer today is the solution which goes beyond only payment. It offers one intuitive user interface for end user access and an administration of the service. It offers all three main components, which is identity, which is loyalty, and which is payment, as one solution. And we are extremely flexible integration platform. It is connected with external services. External services which are run by different companies, different providers, but combining all of these services into one unique service of tomorrow. So which are the main objectives of a mobile money solution? It is to generate new revenue streams. It is to keep customers loyal. So basically, let's take a look at today's new revenue streams for telcos. It is basically four different main concerns, and these are the direct sources of revenue, which are basically offering a basic service, basic features of mobile money, and then using such basic services to get revenues as domestic and international remittance, cash in and cash out, commissions from being an acquirer and an issuer for the mobile payment, and additional cross-service offering of different services in the market. But also very important are the indirect revenues. What we have seen is that basically even these indirect revenues could be even more important than the direct revenues. In Philippines, for example, mobile money users have ARPUs of 40% higher than the persons who don't use the mobile money. The question is how? They do this by, for example, checking if users have paid, remembering them to pay, sending them a thank you SMS if they paid, and calling them frequently to do this. We also see that, for example, saving commissions from existing airtime distribution channels is something which is very important for the telcos. Because if we compare the percentages of airtime distribution channels of the commissions which distributors are getting in comparison to mobile money, it is 12% to 1. In this case, it is very, very much seen that the telcos have to go and could go in this area to earn additional revenues. Also, the commissions from telecom bill payment, like fixed internet postpaid bills, which are paid without the commissions. Also, very important is the reduce of the high level of churn rate. What we have experienced and what we have got from the market is basically 40% reduction of churn rate for Safaricom users thanks to M-Pesa. Although they had even higher voice and SMS prices in the field. What But also it is important to that mobile money is boosting loyalty. Some studies have shown that even up to 70% of users with multiple SIM cards have chosen their mobile money SIM card as the primary one. Of course, very important is as well the brand awareness, which goes from competitive advantage for early adopters also to increase the positive image of the telco who is investing into something new, and also the corporate social responsibility, which is an important aspect of people's lives. Also, there are similar but a little bit different new revenue streams for banks. Being acquirer and issuer for a mobile payment is as well very interesting for banks, as well as commissions on bank-centric transactions, like enlarging the ATM usage for unbanked people to get salary through ATMs and using a mobile phones. Also, banks can generate some revenues from the float in the system of people who are putting the money in it. But also very important are the indirect revenues for banks. Direct marketing on high-end segment for additional services like microinsurance, like microcredit, and all the different other services which are built on top of it. Of course, for banks is also important the brand awareness, and this is positive image through innovation for the banks, which have been very, in the last time, which have been using old ways of attracting new customers, and they have to address newcomers into the field, which are the young people who are using mobile phones. And also we should not underestimate the viral effect of offering new services. Banks also have a competition where they have to fight on the market. Also, we should not underestimate also the third-party companies which are coming into this area, and there are some additional new revenue streams for them as well, which is maximizing margin on payment and minimizing commissions to be paid in the payment network, receiving commissions on merchant payment. So, of course, the third parties are even the most open to additional cross-service offering if they are running a mobile money project. For indirect revenues, mobile money is a strong opportunity to gain market share with an innovative offering, as well as improving the loyalty. Of course, companies which are running mobile money services also are increasing the brand awareness. They are early adopters and they increase innovative image of their company and increasing the market visibility with this. So, keeping subscribers satisfied is a result of offering loyalty spread between different services. Combining different services in one access portal and offering bonuses between different services is what we believe that it is the next big thing which will boost the acceptance of mobile money services in the market. And with our product, this is easily possible. Buying ticket in theater and get a parking for free have never been easier. Help elderly people to go shopping and get your travel tickets for free for the whole week is possible. Invest in a wind park and get discounts for your electricity energy bill is possible. And all of that on your mobile phone, regardless of which service you use and regardless of the telco operator. This is what we believe that will boost mobile money projects. This is what we also believe that it is the right way and right step forward. So new business models for service operation acquisition, and brokerage, combined with cross-service management and identity provisioning and brokerage, is what needs basically to replace the physical wallet and achieve a broad acceptance. I would like to finish this presentation with the call to visit us in Dubai at Mobile Money Global, where we will present our solution for city services, for city wallet, where we will also discuss with you, if you are there, how we can boost your revenues, how we can make your customers loyal. And with this, I would like to thank you for your attention. And in case you have some questions, I can try to answer them, but we can also do the question and answers offline. So you are welcome to send an email with a question, which I will be very happy to answer. So I would like to thank you for your attention for today. And I hope that we will see each other in Dubai or in some other occasion. Thank you very much.